Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's recipe we're going to make slow cooker buffalo chicken sliders. So the only ingredients you're going to need for right now is you're just going to need some ranch seasoning mix, 1 bottle of Frank's Red Hot Buffalo Wing Sauce, you need a little bit of olive oil, and you need some chicken. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and spray our slow cooker. And actually, I'm gonna give this a little bit of a wipe down before we do slow cooker. Now, sometimes when I do these sort of like slow cooker videos, sometimes I will rinse, or not rinse, but kind of like wipe the inside of the crock pot, just because sometimes when you usually when you have it in storage, it usually kind of gets a little dusty. So sometimes what I like to do is I like to wipe off the rim and the inside of the slow cooker a little bit. So that way when I put my chicken in, it's not gonna look all dirty. So we're just gonna give this a wipe, okay? And that's perfect. So now we're gonna go ahead and put our chicken in the slow cooker. So first thing we're doing, as always, we always spray the slow cooker so that way nothing sticks. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give it a light spray. And this is good because then that way the chicken doesn't stick to the bottom. And we're also going to get it plugged in at this point, because the slow cooker can actually heat up while we're doing this. So that's sprayed, so let's get our chicken in. I'm actually gonna grab a pair of gloves from the back. Okay, so we got our crock pot sprayed. Now we're gonna go ahead and put this chicken in. Now the chicken is probably like a little bit frozen, but that's okay because with the slow cooker, you're allowed to put chicken in the slow cooker frozen, okay? It's not gonna hurt anything. Now, something that I've also wanted to mention is something that we can do is instead of putting this in, we're gonna open up our ingredients. So the buffalo sauce is opened. We're gonna go ahead and throw our chicken in. This is about 3 pounds of chicken breast. And this chicken will fit perfectly in our slow cooker. And we're gonna cook this on low for about a couple of hours until the chicken is all the way cooked through, okay? There's a little bit of fat, and I always say that the fat, there's quite a bit of fat in this meat. So I've just pulled I don't want you guys to see that, but there's like a big chunk of fat on this meat, and I don't want that fat in my final product, okay? So once you have your chicken in, you're gonna go ahead and take your ranch seasoning mix, and you're just gonna sprinkle it all over your chicken. Now we are gonna come in here with our hands, and we're gonna kind of season it ourselves a little bit, so that way it gets all over the chicken. Because what you want is you want this to be nice and flavorful. So then that way when you put the buffalo sauce in there, it's gonna get even more flavorful. So I'm just gonna kind of like use my hands to kind of mix this around a little bit. Because once I put the buffalo sauce in there, I want this to be nice and flavorful. So I'm just using my hands to kind of get it all mixed up. I just want this chicken, okay, just mix it all together. Okay, so once you have it just like that, it's all mixed in, you're gonna go ahead and take the gloves off. You wanna make sure you take them out, off inside out, because you wanna make sure you take them off inside out, because all the chicken, this is poultry and it's raw, and it's salmonella, of course, and you wanna make sure you take them inside out, because what happens is if you don't, it's kind of gonna be a mess. So take them out, see, just like that. Now we're ready for our last step of this process, which is our buffalo sauce, which is gonna be oh so good. So I want you guys to kind of see this, because I want this to be very clear. So we're gonna take this buffalo sauce, okay? We're gonna take this buffalo. Now this is about a half a bottle. So at this point, we can actually use all of the bottle because it's not really gonna make a difference, and it's not really that much. So this is about half of the bottle. This is the rest of the bottle, which is okay. because like I said, this is not a whole bottle. This is like half of a bottle, okay? So, that is all in there. And something else I want to do, is just because I think it's easy, is we're just going to add just a little bit of water in there. Not a lot, just a little, because a little goes a long way. And I want to let you guys know something. This chicken is going to create a lot of its own juice. It's going to cook in this buffalo sauce, okay? But what I like to do is I like to add just a little bit of water, just because I like to rinse out the bottle. So anything that kind of didn't get quite mixed into the chicken, it's going to be good. Now, something else we're going to do to make this even more flavorful is we're going to kind of move this around a little bit, so that way everything can get nice and coated. And this is going to cook on low for a little bit. So I'm going to simply just put my lid on. We'll go ahead and get this started. Okay, lid on. Let's put it in. And I know it doesn't look like a lot of chicken, but remember, we're not eating this whole. We're going to shred it up in about 5 hours. So let's hit it. Let's do program. We're going to cook it for, let's do 5 hours on low. Enter. Low. Oops, what did I just do? No. Wait. Power program. We'll do this 5 hours. What time is it? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna do low, enter. Okay, so we have our lid on. We're gonna let this cook on low for about 5.5 hours because it's 3 o'clock and I wanna let this cook on low. Actually, I'm gonna change our time. So instead of doing 5 hours, we're actually gonna put this on for 4 hours because 4 hours is even better and it's not gonna take us long. So lid on low, and you're gonna let this cook for 4 hours. After the 4 hours is up, we're gonna come back in here, we'll shred our chicken, and we're gonna actually do something else. We're not just gonna shred this chicken and make sliders of it. We're actually gonna take this out, shred it, set the oven to about 350 degrees, and we're gonna bake it. So it's gonna be like buffalo chicken sliders, but they're gonna be in baked form. So I'll come back in a little bit later to check on my chicken, and that'll be it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this recipe. We'll be back in a little bit. Bye, vlog on. Peace out. Boom. Okay. Bye, guys.